Stick a pony in me pocket. I'll fetch the suitcase from the van. 'Cause if you want the best things but you don't ask questions, then brother, I'm your man.
Hello and welcome to this An Actor Thomas TV/movie review. In this episode we are going to be talking about Only Fools and Horses, an episode called A Touch of Glass. Now, in this episode, Del, Rodney and Grandad are returning from an auction where they have purchased a consignment of cats, statues of cats that play How Much Is That Doggy in Window. On their return journey from the auction, they stop to assist a lady who has broken down. And after a bit of conversation, they discover that she is a lady who owns a big manor house. So they are more than happy to assist her. Once they arrive at the house, they are introduced to the lady who's called Lady Rigmere and her husband, who is Lord Rigmere, and their butler Wallace. Now, once they are in the house, it is very difficult for Lord and Lady Rigmere to get rid of the trotters, up to a point where Del overhears his lordship on the telephone to the chandelier cleaners and discussing the price of how much it would cost them to clean their priceless chandeliers. Del has a clever idea, and his plan is to pass himself off as really impressive chandelier cleaners that have been going for centuries. Strangely enough, the Lord and Lady decide this is a good idea, and because they're cheap, they go for it. A couple of days later, Del, Rodney and Grandad arrive in their van with all of their so-called equipment. The lordship and ladyship have gone away for a couple of days, so they weren't going to be disturbing the trotters as they're cleaning their chandeliers. And what happens then is Del and Rodney are getting everything prepared underneath the chandeliers when they tell Grandad to go up, take up the floorboards to discover where the nut is that's holding the chandelier up, and to loosen that up and get it ready to be dropped. So, as Del and Rodney are getting themselves ready on the stairs, on the step ladder, Grandad has found the nut and he begins to loosen it. Now, as this is going on, there is a bit of conversation between Del and Rodney about if this goes wrong, they are going to be killed, because dropping a priceless chandelier is not very good. And as you can probably imagine, that's exactly what happens. Grandad drops the wrong chandelier. Up to this point we'd only thought there was only one chandelier in the room where they were, but there was two, and they were working on different chandeliers. And as this happens, Grandad is very happy with himself. Del and Rodney are absolutely devastated, and they escape very, very quickly before Wallace catches up with them and says, "What's going on? Why have you destroyed our chandelier?" And they run away. Hope you've enjoyed this video. That's the end of the episode. Only Fools and Horses, episode called A Touch of Glass, and I'm going to rate this episode as a number 2. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I shall see you very soon. Goodbye.